I'm a 1993 born, my sister is 1997. And in these 4 or 5 years, I see a huge shift. I'm very frugal, but by the time she gained senses, she was 5 years old, the commonality of abundance was already there. So there's this huge shift in how I think. I can't spend money. And she's like, money exists to serve us. Hello and welcome to Life Unscripted with ICICI Prudential Life Insurance. I am Pranjal Kamra, founder Phonology.in, and in this three-part financial freedom series, I have with me Srini, Chief of Digital Business from ICICI Prudential Life Insurance, and Vivek, CBO Life Insurance from Policybazaar. As you know, this is the Independence Week. And whenever I think about independence, I also think about financial freedom, because that is an important aspect of it. Money and investments 2 decades ago was very simple. It was mostly about public provident funds, term plans, and FDs. But now we expect more out of money. We expect better margins, faster growth, and we want our money to work harder and smarter for us. It's great to have you guys, and I hear you have one thing in common. You both hail from the same college.
You're right, Pranjal. Vivek and I are from, if we found out that you're both from IIM Calcutta, a lot of memories of IIM Calcutta, and everyone who has passed their MBA from there will always carry some part of it. So whenever we connect, it's either about the hostel, or we have a beautiful campus in obviously Calcutta, or just the academics. It's good fun. I think it's a lot of pleasant memories. So it's always good to swap stories with Vivek about it.
Great. So, this is a three-part series, and the first episode is on savings and diversification. Going back to my childhood, all memories that I have of savings instrument or just financial planning instruments, all I heard in my household were FDs and sometimes public provident funds and nothing else. But now things are changing. Options are more. There's more awareness. People want their money to work harder for them. They want that the money should work smarter. How do you see the changing landscape?
One thing we've got to realize is, see, I'm a kid of the 80s, right? So 90s was a bit of a step change, but all of us, people of my generation and the ones sort of preceding that. So I think that generation or people born in that era always will still have with them that bit of a frugality mindset. Coming to the specifics, of course, like you rightly said, product availability, the whole landscape of financial products itself has undergone a massive change. That is one. Two, the whole awareness, right? 20 or 30 years back, the source of financial knowledge and awareness was perhaps that one person in the family who was a little more well-versed with these things. It was not that readily available, whereas now at the click of a button, you have a whole universe of knowledge coming to you. So that's the second change. And third is because of sharing. I do something, I immediately broadcast it to the world. So suddenly there's a bit of a FOMO and a peer pressure. I also have got to do some of these things. So I think these are 2 or 3 concrete changes. But the fundamental thing is one's relationship with money, the way one looks at financial, the way the mindset towards wealth itself has undergone a big change over the last 20 years. What do you think, Vivek?
I think you're right. You're right. I think the biggest change that I see from earlier times to today, I think people are more aware. And thanks to social media, thanks to YouTube, thanks to other channels and podcast channels like your own, I think people now know a lot more about what are the options they have to invest. So I think one change that we are seeing is people are spending a lot more. But yes, the diversification in terms of options are now not limited to the traditional options. People are investing and taking a lot more risks as well.
When you guys were telling me about the generational shift, the mindset shift, 2 things came to my mind. One, I'm a 1993 born, my sister is 1997. And in these 4 or 5 years, I see a huge shift. I'm very frugal, but by the time she gained senses, she was 5 years old, the commonality of abundance was already there. So there's this huge shift in how I think. I can't spend money. and she's like, money exists to serve us. So I see that difference.
Yeah.
And now that we have discussed this in this context, where does the veteran life insurance fit in?
I think how I would look at life insurance is if you're planning for goal-based savings, say you are saving for your child higher education, you're saving for your own retirement, wanting to protect your family. I think for those life goals, life insurance is very, very important, and other life goals which are longer term, I think life insurance is very, very critical. And Srini can add more about it.
Yes, I have a full-fledged essay on. Sorry, I was joking. I don't have an essay, but
So guys, when you talk of life insurance, Pranjal, and so glad you brought that. Life insurance pays my salary, so I love to talk about it. So I'm going to do a copyright of this sentence, okay? Okay, guys, life insurance, right, covers three major risks, right? And therefore, and I'll then talk about how each of those are important aspects from a holistic financial planning. One first risk is the risk of dying too soon, right? That's what most people think of, and that's what Vivek, of course, alluded to. Again, look, if you die too soon, obviously there's going to be an income that you could have earned, and you need something which can replace that income. At the other end of the spectrum, the risk of dying too soon ka opposite end ho gaya, the risk of living too long, right? See that what if you live up to 100 and 120, and we'll talk about it later, but then your finances don't cope. How do you deal with it? So that's the second big role that life insurance plays. And the third one is the risk of financial uncertainty which could affect your long-term goals. So when it comes to life insurance, it actually brings about products which address each of these three risks. And guys, cricketing parlance mein na, they say that look, when a kid is first taught as a batsman, they first say, boss, apna defense taiyar kar lo. You should know how to block, how to lead.
Yeah.
On that is built how do you score runs. I think the analogy is absolutely apt when it comes to life insurance. First, address these risks. Risk of dying too soon, the risk of living too long, the risk of financial uncertainty. Once these risks are covered, the sky is the limit. Do your stuff, grow your wealth, invest, take risks. You can do all of that because you know your risks are covered. And that's the role of life insurance.
Loved how you broke down those 3 points and explained it simply, but unfortunately for you, I'll record a video today on this and you will not be eligible for the copyright.
I hate these guys.
And my eyes lit up when you gave the example of cricket.
Yeah.
See you on the turf next time.
Oh my God, it's going to be a test.
But thank you so much. This explains to our viewers that life insurance is a critical component in the overall scheme of things in financial planning. We are living in epic times. We are living longer and retiring earlier. Does this mean we have new things to worry about, or it means that we can live a life that we never even dreamt of? We'll answer all of this and much more in the second episode, to retire or not to retire.